Hey, Lakuza here. It's been a while since I've updated this channel with world development news, so I wanted to give a proper introduction to the world I've been working on for the past year. Bullet Time Agent is a bullet hell adventure set in a sci-fi world. You'll get the ability to slow down time, you'll fight robotic enemies, solve puzzles, and explore like a massive sort of city-sized facility that's owned by the megacorp known as Zelos. Now, the project actually began way back in 2018. So, for anyone who's been following sort of my world progress since then, will already know about this project. Because I started this back when I was working on Luxurian World, which was the Final Fantasy world I released in 2019. Um, and I worked on Bullet Time over the next few years, but it kept getting sidelined by pretty much every project that I started after that. So that included my Lounge World, my Climbing Trials Colossal World, the Devouring, and then obviously JSR Festival. So this time last year, February 2022, I decided to finally commit 100% to this project. But that also meant upgrading it to VRCHAT's SDK3, also known as Udon, which is, for those who aren't familiar with world building stuff, it's basically VRChat's sort of standard development kit to making worlds, and how you make it is very different from the old version SDK2, and that's what Bullet Time was running on, SDK2. Now, by this point, I had enough content in the world to last players maybe around 45 to 50 minutes, and this included all like custom-made environments and characters that were made from scratch. But with this sort of upgrade to SDK3 now, I had an opportunity. I decided to scrap the entire progress that I'd done over those past few years in favor of remaking it all again from the ground up. The reason why is that my modeling and texturing skills have improved so much now since the 2018, 2019 days. That just looking at that old SDK2 world annoyed me on every level. It just didn't meet my level of quality anymore. And also for those who know, have enjoyed my worlds, I've seen like the Devour in the JSR Festival. I think the old SDK2 world would have been a massive downgrade as like my next released world. And trying to stay consistent to that old style would have been like a disservice to the project as well, and what I'm capable of. So yeah, this switch to SDK3 was a perfect opportunity to rebuild everything and have like better systems, better enemies when it comes down to the logic, and even like the visuals. With like, whilst some of the enemies look similar, I completely remodeled them and like better like poly count and like texturing and stuff. Everything is just improved. And I also put a massive emphasis on the story now. So the old version was very like bare bones. You just thrown into the world and you got like a time device that slows down time, and then just escape this facility for some random reason. Now I've got like fully professional voice acting. I've got amazing music that I've licensed as well. So I'm not using like the old like copyright music like I was in SDK2. Everything about it is like the production value is like gone through the roof. So yeah, a year has passed since the complete restart, and I'm super proud of what I made so far. So take a look.
A bit overkill even for Zelos, right? Whatever they're hiding here must be worth a lot. Zelos are sending an army of robots here. The escape plan is compromised. You have the artifact. You'll need to find a way out on your own.
And I'd probably say the world is like somewhere between 40 to 50% complete. there's about maybe an hour and a half playable content, depending on like your skill level. And all like the back end systems, like the mechanics and stuff, are all completely finished now. So the remaining progress, I think I'll go pretty quick because it's just like level design, environment, enemy logic kind of stuff. So it should go pretty smooth now. And with that in mind, I'm aiming to finish this world this year. Considering that this world's kind of existed development wise since 2018, I kind of want to push it out this year and not spend too much time past that. Just so I can work on other projects that I've got lined up, which I'm excited for as well. But I'm not going to rush this world. So for those of you who do follow my sort of world releases, you'll know that I only release worlds once they're 100% done. And it's the same with this case. So I'll also start using YouTube more to post development updates. I did this with JSR Festival, but I didn't really do it in the past year for this project. I was mainly relying on Twitter, and then they recently released a VRCHAT group system, which I do recommend joining because you'll get in-game notifications for any development updates or like preview events that I hold. So yeah, you can follow it by just following these details there. And yeah, thank you for following, and I hope you look forward to more updates. Cheers.